Welcome to Burning Whiskey's LRM basic builds and gameplay. Not all mechs with lots of missile slots are good to be an LRM boat. Sometimes you can pack more LRMs but you have a fire delay. What that means I show you on the next example. Victor 9S. I pack 3 LRM-15 because he has 3 missile slots. But on the mech you see only 70 shooting slots. What's happened in combat I show you now. Missile chain fire. If you shoot 3 LRM-15, you fire normally 50 missiles, 15 missiles, 50 missiles, but this mech has not enough shooting slots. So that means that the missiles stucking into the shooting slots. The missiles coming out on 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 2, 2, 5, 3, so it's not really useful, and if your enemy has a good working AMS, it kills too many of your missiles and you don't get the damage. Bounce fire. That means that you fire all 3 LRM-15 at the same time and you have a high damage at one hit. On this mech it didn't work. The bounce fire looks like chain fire. On the Mauler 1R you see 45 shooting slots. He packs 3 LRM-15. He has a similar loadout to the Victor. Here you see 3 LRM-15 in chain fire, and we don't miss any missiles because we have full shooting slots. Bounce fire. 3 LRM-15 firing at the same time and you get a big damage on one hit. That is what we need and want. And now some examples. What is a good missile boat and what's not. Atlas DDC. Do you think it's a good missile boat with 3 LRM-10s? No, it's not. It has only 20 shooting slots, so you don't have the full punch of all your missiles. So, running in a mixed range or as a brawler, that's more useful and you are much too slow for missiles. Highlander 733P. You run LRM-10's Artemis, you get all your shooting slots, so it's perfect for missiles. And you have enough power for short and long range. And you have the speed in combat you need as a missile boat. Mauler 1R. You can run this one with 3 LRM-15 in a good chain fire, or with 4 LRM-10 and you have a double chain fire from 10 on 10 with a good punch on missiles. You have also short range weapons to defend yourself and enough speed to get in combat very fast. Archer 5W, a hardcore missile boat. I use an arc and 8 LRM-5s, 4 in the torsos with weapon doors and 4 outside on the arms and center. Now I show you how it works. I start with the weapon button 2, then 3, then 4 and then 5. So then I have an optimal chain fire and no missile has a break. I'm not that far away because my missile needs a short way to hit because I want to use the missile speed and the cooldown speed. Here is the example why I have split up all my missiles in 2 groups. Inside my torsos with the weapon doors and outside. If I'm behind the cover, I use the missiles outside so I don't have to open my missiles doors and give them a target. If I need some power, I bring out my missiles in the torsos so I have a punch of 4 more LRM-5s. I run the 5S Archer as a supporter with 2 LRM-10s and some medium lasers and SRMs for helping out my friends at the front line. Kintaro 18. You have 5 LRM-5s and medium laser and you have the speed to help out on all sides of the front line. Oxide LRM boat. This is a no-go. Nobody needs this mech because you have speed, you have missiles, but not enough punch. The question is, when you firing your missiles, who is hunting the enemy lights and mediums? A different thing is the Raven 2X. You have an LRM-10 and 4 medium lasers, so you can help out your friends at the front line with lasers and missiles. This is a Highlander 733C. This is a very mixed loadout. He packs an AC-20, 2 medium lasers, LRM 15 and 2 SRM 4s. So you are mixed range and can run any range you want. So you can help out your friends at the front line or on the other side, and you have enough power to defend yourself. I call this a classic mixed range. What missiles are the best? 20, 50, 10 or 5s? It's hard to tell. If you use 20s or 15s, always use Artemis, so it's more effective because the missiles come in a smaller package. If you have 10s and you have the tonnage, put them in LRM 10 Artemis, because they come in a small pack and you have a good punch of 10. LRM 5 never get an Arty, because they're coming in a small pack. You don't waste your tonnage. Reload time. Looking for quirks and weapon modules, so you can speed up your reload time. If you have LRM 20s, you need more time. If you have 5, you have a short time. So watch out what you're using. You can use a mix, like in 2 5s, 2 10s. So you have to train it a little bit and check it out on training ground. When you're using LRM 20 or 15, you have to live that not every missile hit your target, because they are spread out a little bit and someone missed the target, so you lose damage. But if you're firing on a big guy, it's no problem. If you're firing on a small guy, you have to live with that. If you take an LRM 5, you have a fast fire and a small pack, but a good working AMS can kill lots of your missiles and break some damage. So you have to look what is the best for you. If you're running a mixed one, it's not the worst idea. Let's talk about the speed. If you have an assault with missiles, I mean lots, 58 around of that, like 56, 58 or 59 is a good speed for assaults with missiles. Heavies need a speed from 62 to 72. That's a good speed to work in combat and at the front line and helping out at all the time. But never use an XL engine. Use a standard if you can. Good speed for a medium, 87, around that. But sometimes you need an XL, so you have to deal with that. Be careful. A helping out light, my one has 136 in a speed. But the important thing is, first pack an LRM 10 and then the rest. But you need minimum 4 medium laser to defend yourself or help your friends at the front line. That is the important thing you have to do. Heat management. Don't go under 1.28, or you have not the chance to get a long chain fire with your missiles. Don't overheat in combat. You are the important player. Backup weapon. A minimum is 4 medium laser, or you have 2 medium laser, a PPC, or some large lasers. Get a tag if you can. For helping your teammates, you have to find a good balance between speed, heat management, firepower and backup weapons. If you can have some jump jets, get them in. You are more movable. If you have space, put some Beagle active probe in the mag. It helps you targeting faster. You're running an assault and have free tonnage, get a commando console. You got lots of boost on your sensors. You need between 7 and 11 tons of ammo to get a good LRM boat. Don't lose speed on too much ammo. What is the best way to load up a missile boat? I'll show you here on the awesome pretty baby how it works. This is a nice mech. I think it's fast enough. Can carry some missiles, 3 of them and 3 lasers. So let's have a look what we can do. Okay, we have LRM 10s, I think, because we have only 80 tons to deal with. Put this inside. A large laser in the arm, because this is the movable part. So you have the most damage on the movable arm. Okay, and then the first thing you have to do, heat things double and endo steel. And then you can have a safe. Okay. Okay, next is I watch the mech, how it looks like. On the right shoulder we have 10 shooting slots. On the shoulder we have 10 shooting slots, and on the fist, on the left arm, we have 10 shooting slots. So we have all slots free, and so we have full firepower. That's really good. And let's load up the rest. Okay, let's start with the engine. I think we can get a 300 XL. No, we don't want to run an XL. We want a 300 normal. 300 standard. Looks good. Okay, next is ammo. Okay, first 6 in the center and legs. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10, and we have some free space. Let's have a look at a Beagle active probe. Okay, looks not that bad. I think this can be work. Second, fit your armor. You have to know that the inside, the internal structure, has the half of your maximum armor. That means in the center torso is your internal structure 50. Okay, so I put on the back side 15, and in the front 85. Maybe 13. Okay, on the shoulder you have very big shoulders. You're a big target, you have to know that the most damage come from the front. Okay, that's how it looks like when I fit up my LRM boat with the armor. Sometimes the other thing you have to know is your head have 18 armor, but to destroy them you need 30 damage. 30. That's the damage you need to destroy a cockpit. Notice that, but I think the lowest point you can get here, if you need some tonnage, you can make it to 40 if you need some space. But here is everything fine and great. Movement on the battleground. Move always on the low ground. So don't climb up this mountain or hill. Move on the low ground, you have the speed around 60. Look where your targets are and look where your friends are on the minimap. It's really, really important. The next thing is look that you have a clear fire area. So if you have lots of tree in front of you that smash your missiles, it's not useful to shoot them. Look for a better place. Working with chain fire is helpful because you have a damage on a long time. Not much, but on a long time. If you have a bounce damage, you have a big damage at one time, at one hit. That is the thing you have to notice. If you have a spot like here, it's really hard to get some missiles from here to your friends. So you have to get up a little bit. Now you have a good shooting place here. Here. Have to look up the tree here, but between these trees here. And you can shoot here. Move a little bit forward. You can shoot this area. So you have to think tactical. You have to know where are the points on the battlefield where you can stand. And if you have the chance, don't stand still the whole time, because the lights will hunt you. Everybody's crying, get this missile boat out, and you have to move the whole time. So if you're a moving target and shooting from here and next time from another spot or the next spot, the scouts have to find you, and that is the important thing. You want to waste their time. If you more time you waste, it's much more easier. Look, the full damage of the 10. I think it's good. One hit, good damage. Let's check out the chain fire. A good chain fire. You can work with that. And finish them with the laser. So look, if you have an open spot like here, be careful. If you are too open, they find you very, very fast. So you want to play the hide and seek game. That's okay. So, first rule, walk on the low ground. Second rule, look for a good shooting place, so you have nothing in front of you, so your missiles can fly away. The fourth thing is, move the whole time. Don't stand still at one point, so the scouts can get you fast. That's not good. You want to waste their time. Thank you. Okay, here are some ground basics you have to know. On this Archer 2R, I run an attack and 4 medium laser. So that's a good punch of backup weapons. And you have attack to focus your target when they have ECM and get your missiles to the target. So I know some of the people will say that 1530 missiles are not enough. But on this mech, I have a good speed on 62. So I have a speed from 62.2, and I have a heat management from 1.28. So that is not that bad. I have a good punch on these missiles because I have some good quirks. Okay. Here is 269 away. So I can use with my lasers and have enough punch. So the next thing is, don't waste your ammo. So if you see the cicada is moving into the buildings, you don't have to shoot them, because you waste your ammo into some buildings or rocks or whatever, and you don't hit the target. That is the problem. So look when you have time to shoot. If you get a target and you have a hit registration, your cross getting red. If you don't hit the enemy, nothing happens. Okay. Sometimes you have people with ECM, and you have to know where your cross are. There you hit. So it means I don't have to get this target into my red cross. So if there's an ECM and I don't can get them, look what's happened. I can hit the target without focus, only with my cross. Again, watch out. I haven't even logged, but the hit registration is there. Not that good if half you is in the cross, but it works. So watch out if you have ECMs and you can't get them. You don't need them in target. It's better, but it works like this as well. Okay. Um, so don't waste your ammo to shooting into rocks or buildings. Um, your movement is, I think, more important than more missiles. If you have a big punch of 20 damage at the end of the game, it's okay. You can kill somebody with that. 20 damage, it's good. It's not bad.